Did you know your breakfast choices could be silently sabotaging the very muscles and blood vessels that keep you strong where it matters most? If you're a man over 60 and you've noticed weaker erections, lower stamina, or even tingling and numbness below the belt, you might assume age is the culprit. But here's the surprising truth. In many cases, it's not age at all. It's your morning meal. That's right. The first foods you put into your body every morning can either support healthy blood flow to your groin or slowly choke it off. And unfortunately, most men start their day with the exact wrong foods, unknowingly fueling the decline. Even more surprising, many are missing out on one simple food that could start reversing these changes within weeks. Dr. Faith Corewell, founder of Core Health Matters, for more than 30 years as a urologist and men's health specialist, I've treated thousands of men who believed their fading intimacy was just a part of getting older. But what I discovered, and what I'll share with you today, is much more hopeful. Your body is not broken. It wants to restore circulation, sensitivity, and strength if you simply give it the right tools. And here's the kicker. Those tools don't come from a pill bottle or expensive prescription. They come from food. Specifically, 5 very simple everyday morning foods you already recognize, but probably never thought to use this way. In this video, you'll learn the 5 foods that can restore circulation and energy where it matters most, how to use them at the right time for maximum effect, and the one unusual food combination that's been helping men feel results in less than a week. So stay with me to the very end because the final tip could be the breakthrough your body has been waiting for. But before we dive in, if you're serious about reclaiming your vitality and living your 60s, 70s, and beyond with strength and confidence, make sure to hit the subscribe button and turn on the bell so you never miss a new video designed for men like you. And one quick thing, if this topic resonates with you, type 1 in the comments. If it doesn't, type 0. I read every single response, and your feedback helps me create better, more personalized content for you. All right, let's dive in. And let's start with the first food, one that's probably sitting in your fridge right now, waiting to help you rebuild strength from the inside out. 1. Whole eggs, nature's circulation starter. I've lost count of how many men over 60 have sat across from me in my clinic, frustrated and embarrassed that things aren't the same down there. And almost every time when I ask about breakfast, the answer is the same. Doctor, I just grab a cup of coffee, maybe some toast if I remember. What they don't realize is this. After 8 to 10 hours of sleep, your body is literally starving for circulation-boosting nutrients. And the one food that can deliver them almost instantly has been right under your nose the whole time. Eggs. Now, let's clear up a common myth. Eggs, especially whole eggs with the yolk, have gotten a bad rap for decades because of cholesterol fears. But modern science shows that for most men, especially those over 60, the benefits of whole eggs far outweigh any outdated cholesterol concerns. Here's why. The yolk is packed with vitamin D, B12, choline, and leucine, a powerful amino acid that directly triggers muscle repair, including the pelvic floor muscles most men ignore. Why does that matter? Because those deep pelvic muscles are the ones that support erections, control urinary flow, and even help stabilize your hips and lower back as you move. When blood circulation slows with age, these muscles weaken first. But when you fuel them properly, especially first thing in the morning, your body responds. You'll feel steadier, notice fewer cramps, and yes, you'll notice renewed confidence in intimate moments. I'll never forget Richard, one of my patients. He was 67 and hadn't had morning wood in over 2 years. I suggested a simple change, 2 boiled eggs every morning. That's it. 4 weeks later, he called me with disbelief in his voice. Doc, I woke up today like I was 40 again. That's the power of giving your body what it craves at the right time. 2. Oats with chia seeds, the artery cleanser. Every time I see an older man complaining about poor circulation, heavy legs, or intimacy struggles, I don't just ask about his meds, I ask about his breakfast. And too often, the answer is either just coffee or a sugary pastry or cereal. The problem? That sugar spike does nothing but damage your arteries further. Instead, what I recommend is simple but powerful, a warm bowl of oats topped with chia seeds. Here's why this combination works wonders. Oats are loaded with beta-glucan fiber, which scrubs cholesterol from your arteries and keeps blood flowing freely. Chia seeds add omega-3s, magnesium, and potassium, nutrients that help your blood vessels relax and open, reducing inflammation. This duo isn't just heart healthy, it directly improves circulation to the pelvis and groin, the exact area most men over 60 struggle with. I had a patient, Henry, who told me he felt like his body was shutting down after retirement. Low energy, climbing stairs was tough, and intimacy was fading fast. I asked him to replace his sugary cereal with oats, chia seeds, blueberries, and a sprinkle of cinnamon. Within 2 weeks, his legs felt lighter. Within a month, he was sleeping better and waking up energized. And yes, his intimacy improved dramatically. Here's the truth. What you eat in the morning sets the tone for your circulation the entire day. A bowl of oats with chia seeds tells your arteries, it's safe to open. It's time to nourish the muscles and nerves that keep you feeling like a man. 3. Watermelon, the bedroom fruit. Now, this one might surprise you. Most men think of watermelon as a refreshing summer snack. But what you might not know is that watermelon contains a compound called citrulline, which your body converts into arginine, a direct precursor to nitric oxide. Why is that important? Because nitric oxide is the very molecule that relaxes blood vessels and improves circulation. In fact, it's the same pathway that prescription pills for erectile dysfunction target. But here's the key difference. Watermelon does it naturally, without side effects. I often tell my patients to think of watermelon as nature's circulation fruit. When you eat it in the morning, especially with the seeds, which are rich in zinc, you're sending a signal to your body. Open the vessels, let the blood flow, restore vitality where it matters most. One of my favorite cases was Samuel, 72 years old. He'd been through multiple medications for ED and hated the side effects. We added fresh watermelon slices to his breakfast 3 times a week. Within 6 weeks, he wasn't just performing better in the bedroom, he reported clearer skin, lighter legs, and a noticeable boost in energy during his morning walks. Gentlemen, it's not always about popping a pill. Sometimes it's about picking the right fruit. And watermelon is at the top of that list. 4. Spinach and leafy greens, the natural nitric oxide booster. If there's one thing I wish every man over 60 would add to his plate, it's this. A handful of dark leafy greens at breakfast. Why? Because greens like spinach, kale, and arugula are loaded with dietary nitrates, the very compounds your body converts into nitric oxide, the master key for circulation. Think about it this way. Your arteries are like hoses. Over time, they stiffen, narrow, and kink. Leafy greens act like nature's hose softener, keeping them flexible and open. That means better blood flow to your heart, your brain, your legs, and yes, your groin. One of my long-term patients was Daniel, 64 years old. He started making a simple green smoothie every morning with spinach, banana, and almond milk. 3 months later, not only did his blood pressure drop by 15 points, but he said something I'll never forget. "Doc, I feel alive again. I don't just function, I want to live." That's the power of greens. They don't just prevent decline, they actively restore vitality. So if you're not adding a handful of spinach or kale to your eggs, smoothie, or even on the side of your oats, you're missing out on one of the most powerful longevity tools available. 5. Nuts and seeds, the hormone helpers. Finally, let's talk about the breakfast boosters that often get overlooked. Nuts and seeds. Almonds, walnuts, flax seeds, pumpkin seeds, they're not just crunchy add-ons. They're packed with zinc, magnesium, vitamin E, and plant-based omega-3s, all of which play critical roles in testosterone production, nerve sensitivity, and stamina. I call them the hormone helpers because they support your endocrine system, the system that keeps your testosterone in balance and your energy consistent. Here's the simple strategy. Grab a small handful of mixed nuts in the morning or sprinkle pumpkin seeds and flax seeds over your oats. That one small habit feeds your nervous system, supports your arteries, and keeps your hormones firing on all cylinders. One of my patients, Peter, was 64 and constantly fatigued. We discovered his magnesium was low. After adding a handful of pumpkin seeds daily, plus walnuts with breakfast, he came back 2 months later smiling ear to ear. "Doc, my wife thinks I'm 10 years younger." And honestly, that's the best compliment any man can hear. The takeaway. So gentlemen, let's recap. Your breakfast is not just a meal, it's your daily prescription for vitality. Whole eggs for muscle and nerve support, oats with chia seeds for artery cleansing, watermelon for natural circulation, leafy greens for nitric oxide and flexibility, nuts and seeds for hormones and stamina. This is not complicated, it's not expensive, and it's not about gimmicks or miracle pills. It's about giving your body what it needs at the time it needs it most. And remember this, aging is inevitable, but decline is optional. Your body is waiting for you to choose life, strength, and energy. And it all starts with your very next breakfast. Now I want to hear from you. Which of these 5 foods will you start adding to your breakfast tomorrow? Drop your answer in the comments, and let's support each other in this journey towards healthier, stronger years ahead. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to Core Health Matters and hit the bell icon so you never miss a new tip. And if you'd like a free copy of my 7-day Vitality Meal Plan for men over 60, check the description below. It's my gift to you for watching to the end. Gentlemen, thank you for spending this time with me. Take charge of your mornings, fuel your body the right way, and watch how quickly your strength, energy, and confidence return. Until next time, stay strong, stay healthy, and remember, your best years can still be ahead of you.